Good morning, good morning. First job out there today, we have UCSD sponsoring the job of the day with a maintenance mechanic position. They're really looking for folks with boiler room, HVAC experience. They've got 2 positions open, so if you've got that journey level experience, they're looking for you. They actually pretty good salary on there, $53.48 per month plus benefits.
Yeah.
So not bad if you can find it. If you're interested in this position and you got the skills, go ahead and send your resume to jobs@ucsd.edu.
All right, what's HVSC?
HVAC, heating, ventilation,
yeah.
air conditioning.
Okay,
so it's one of those things. If you know what it is, then you might want to apply for the
Right,
job.
I
and
mean,
if you don't,
Yeah, exactly. If you don't,
don't apply for the job.
Right. Hey, you guys said you're looking for somebody with that HVAC. Tell me what that is, and let me see if I fit.
Yes, that resume immediately
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
goes to the
"Eh,
next
no."
week pile.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to look at that.
All right, so there's your job of the day. It's happening at the campus of UCSD, and like you said, I mean, it's a pretty good paying job.
Yeah.
I can't do the math that fast, but
And
what,
great
60
place
some
to
odd
work,
thousand
I would
dollars,
think.
right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, $60,000+ job plus benefits. Yeah, and UCSD is a great place
Yeah,
to
what a
work.
great place to work.
Okay, but when we talk about trying to find a job,
The resume, right? Clean
Yes.
that up before
Yeah,
you send it out.
We got to clean the resumes up, and the resume we've got here, Joe sent in his resume, and you look at some things right when it comes on the screen, and it just shouts like, "Did anyone look at this before he decided to send
Right.
it out?" We talked about the profile, and give or take, the profile says basically the same thing as everybody else's, like we already said. But
let me read the profile though.
Sure.
I can't even see it from where I'm
Well,
at.
It doesn't seem very, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and he says, I'm a team player, hard worker, knowledgeable, and very outgoing.
Well, and I seek opportunities to use my experience. It's very conversational, and for me, I don't want to see conversation. I want to hit the facts
Right, exactly.
quickly.
Yeah.
But the other part of it is, I know, listen, for me, I get resumes from people all the time, not because I'm hiring, but because people will say to me, hey, I've been listening to you on the radio for a long time, or I've seen you on UTTV, and would you help me, because I'm trying to break into this industry,
Sure.
and they send me their resumes. And what always stands out for me is, I don't care about what your profile is. I don't care about what your objective is. Here's what I always tell people is, hit me. I'm the guy reading the resume. We talked last time. You give about 6 seconds
Right.
per. That's just kind of the statistics.
Right.
Here's what I want to say. What can you do for me? I'm reading the resume. What can you do for me?
Right.
Well, so when you look at Joe's resume, I mean, first thing I notice also is he's got his supervisors on here. I mean, what's the point of telling people who your supervisor was? A lot of people say, well, I want to call your supervisor if I want to get a good reference. Well, good. If I want to hire you, I'll ask you for your references. Why take up valuable space on your resume with something that really doesn't matter?
Right.
Because you're trying to fill space.
Because you're
Yeah,
trying to fill space.
exactly.
Hey, by the way, I don't know how
Exactly.
all of a sudden we turned ourselves into the American Idol of resume writing, okay? And how I
I'm
became
totally the Paula.
right, and how I became
I'm like,
Simon
oh, it looks
Cowell.
good.
does
It
that
looks
make me?
fine.
You know, right?
You're the
like,
dog.
This
The
resume,
dog,
this
okay.
resume is horrible. This resume is terrible. He fired.
Oh, he looks fine. Now you're the Trump.
Right, but I don't know how this all happened, but it's an interesting sort of exercise for those of you folks that are looking for jobs. We're going to present you the job of the day, and you may be making similar mistakes on your resume. And Corey, frankly, not everybody can afford a professionally written resume. And secondly, you tell us, when you see a professionally written resume, do you look at it and go, "Tuh, I could tell this was written by a service"?
Well, what's more common is you can tell when it's written by Microsoft templates. They frequently will come in exactly like all the templates do. So that's the one where it's like you could tell someone just didn't put a little extra thought into
Right.
this.
All right, so keep going. Let's
So when
go.
we look at Joe's, we talked about it being a little conversational as well. There's no bullets. There's nothing to kind of draw the attention to where we're going to look at on his resume. My job was to interview clients and then shoot them. Again, kind of conversational, not exactly what we'd be looking for here. A lot of the stuff, there's no dates here, so we can't see when Joe had this job or whatnot.
Right.
He's got some things in here. He's got SEO, a little bit of SEO, Pro Tools, GarageBand. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure similar to HVAC, someone who knows who it is, and if they
Right.
know what it is, then they're
Right.
going to be interested in that person. So what we tried to do is just clean it up to make it a little less
All right,
conversational.
so let's take a look at the new one. Let's take a
see what
look
we
at the
can
one
do
that's
here.
all cleaned up.
So the
Yeah,
fixed
let's do
one.
that.
So
All right, so
again, we
Corey's
went
at
to
the controls here of the show.
Yeah,
He's got
look
his
at that.
iPad.
We got
Oh,
the
look at
iPad
him.
on.
You know,
So
he's-
again, we went to more of the bullet style. The profile, give or take, but as you said, he's obviously trying to fill in some spots
Yeah,
here.
the
to make it look
supervisor,
more
I don't
robust.
understand why.
Take the supervisors out, but when we go to the bullets, again, it draws more to right there, the shoot, the edit, the interviewing, the graphic design work. Those
That
are all
looks
more
so cleaned
tangible
up, yeah.
items that we can do. We've also asked Joe to add some dates in here, so it makes it a little more tangible when he had these
Right.
jobs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then production assistant, you know, you talked about all these things that he uses, Pro Tools, GarageBand. Corey, you may not know what those things are, but if you're trying to get into the media editing stuff, you know, those are important tools and skills to know. But to your point, they weren't highlighted.
Well,
Right.
and when they're in the paragraph format, you just can't find it. It makes it very, very difficult to find.
Bullet points.
So you put it into bullets, makes it
Clean it
easier to
up.
find. The other thing is, what would have made this resume successful is just, hey, send it to a buddy. I mean,
Let somebody else take a look at
Let
it.
somebody
Yeah.
take a look
Yeah.
at it just for, you know, does it pass the smell test?
Right.
And somebody would look at it and say, no, fix some of this
Okay.
stuff.
Right.
So job of the day at utsandiego.com. Corey Fish, who runs the HR department here at the UT, will be with our job of the day and with some resume tips to help you find the job you're looking for. Thanks so much.